You know, he has the weight of the world on his shoulders. He has to play against PartinG, who is about to get an all kill, who has a better record than you're seeing on screen. You got to take that 3 you see on the right and add it to all of his wins.
Yeah, right now he has the same record as Maru, actually, if you count all Pro League right now, because he's 7-2. Maru's also 7-2. And this guy is incredibly confident. You see a little smirk on his face. He's just chatting. He's like, oh, whatever.
The thing is, if Maru loses, then, I mean, rather, if PartinG loses, then it's not really that big of a deal for him. It's a big deal for him personally, but for his team, it's not. So there's not a lot of pressure. So it's easy for him to be so confident, to be so cheeky, right?
Yeah. I mean, of course. And you look at a guy like Maru, who he has a bit of that confidence as well, but you can see also that he's a little bit stressed. And who wouldn't be in this situation? Yeah.
I mean, Maru was wanting to come out against somebody like Sulkir, come out a lot later. You know, they wanted to save him, but unfortunately, PartinG getting 3 wins just brings out Maru, and Maru now has to play a Terran versus Protoss. He has to play the toughest matchup right now in Korea. No Terrans are winning this, and it looks like the map is really loaded this time. Sorry about the mishap earlier. It's Star Station. Let's jump into what may be our very last map of the night.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Down here in the bottom right, the red Protoss for SK Telecom. This is PartinG.
3 wins in a row. Wants to get his 4th, wants to get an all kill. The very first Pro League all kill we've ever had. And he's up against Maru, former Prime player, now playing for JINAIR Green Wings. Still often called Maru Prime by his fans because he was on that team for so long.
Yeah, he used to play for Prime. And there's a guy here in the audience, actually, who every time a match starts, he stands up, he raises his arms, and he brings everybody in the chant of that little jingle that we have for LTA and SK Telecom.
Yeah.
Which is so awesome to bring a lot of energy and hype to the fans here at the studio.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, man. If I'm the sponsor, if I'm SK Telecom, I love that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And I bet that, you know, he's making them very happy. That guy, by the way, is probably the most enthusiastic fan I have ever met. I've met him, you know, multiple events. He just goes to everything, and he loves all esports, you know. Not even just StarCraft. He goes to League of Legends events as well as Dota stuff too. He's like all over the place, and it's great to have fans like that in esports. I really like to see it. He's so enthusiastic, and as are you guys watching, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the fans here at esports. I mean, if you have a friend who's not into it, or you want to introduce someone, definitely go do that. Not everybody knows about esports. They may have an idea of what you like, but maybe you haven't let them know. You don't. Maybe you haven't felt confident enough to tell them about it yet, but definitely get everybody you can involved. Your mom, your dad, your cat, your dog, your hamster, your snake.
I think a lot of people don't know about how great StarCraft is and how great esports are, and especially if you're watching Korean esports and people are asking you, hey man, Sam, I noticed you stayed up until like 4:30 in the morning every night, you know, multiple nights in a row. If ever you get the Maru,
the Maru dear.
I could not give that sign credit. But you know, if people are asking you why are you staying up late every night, don't just say, oh, it's this thing I do, it's the StarCraft thing. Like, tell them about it in detail. Be like, I watched this tournament. It's called Pro League, or it's called GSL, and it's got the best players in the world. And the tournament has this many players, and the prize pool is this and this, depending on what season it is and what's happening. Give them the info. Let them know. Like, tell them the details, because I bet they're going to get interested. What we see from Maru is the double Reaper expand build. We've seen mostly Flash, I think, is the one who pretty much does it every single time against Protoss. We do see Maru do it every now and then as well.
Yeah, I mean, this build, a lot of Terrans like to start off with it because you get 2 Reapers in the main base, and you get to see everything that the Protoss is doing. It's very safe. You can expand right behind it and have all the information that you need and be prepared for the next couple minutes right after you get them in the base and you get that information. So a very strong build, very safe build out of the Terrans that they love to do.
Yeah, and with this, you know, he's actually going to make a 3rd Reaper, it looks like. If he makes a 4th, is he crazy enough to do it? He's actually started the 3rd and 4th Reaper, Now he's starting at Twilight Council's, Engineering Bay as well. He's going to need something against the Mothership Core that's coming across his map against him. He's going to have to actually repair his SUVs that are being damaged by the Mothership Core to keep them alive. But with 4 Reapers, he can do so much, and PartinG is going into a fast Twilight Council here. So all of these things are going to be scouted by the Reapers. There's no way to deny that.
Yeah, I mean, going for 4 Reapers, like you said before, he's not going to have the Marines out very fast here, but he's going to know exactly what PartinG is going for, and that will be information enough for him to transition out of it. The Mothership Core is going to come in here, and the Mothership Core is going to be able to take out 1 Marine right at the start.
Yep, and it looks like he might actually try to kill that Stalker with the Reapers. He waited for it a little bit. Now the second Stalker out, so it's not going to happen. The first Marines, like you said, they can kind of help to stave off this Mothership Core pressure, but it's going to take a little bit longer. Here come those 4 Marauders, or rather Reapers. He wishes they were Marauders. Here they come up into the main base. He's going to try to pick off that first Stalker, like I said, but the second Stalker is there. Great micro here by Maru. He will get the first Stalker. Needs to micro that second Reaper back, and he does. He saves it. Beautiful micro here by Maru. Yeah, now the second Stalker is in a bit of a pickle. Mothership Core 5 kills currently, though.
Oh man, this is just such awesome micro out of Maru here. Was able to pick off that first Stalker here, and now with the Reapers regenerating, he could come in here and take out that second one. He's got to be careful here. He needs really awesome micro again. Reaper gets away. Like you mentioned before, that Mothership Core did get 5 kills, now 6. But it seems like a bit stabilized back at home as well.
Blink is almost done. And this is something I don't believe the Reapers actually have any information about. He's denied mining at the natural, so that's one thing he has going for him. This Reapers are actually going to fight this. 4 Reapers can beat 1 Stalker, even if there's a second Stalker with them. We've already seen this once before. And he does get the Stalker, blinks up into the main base here. Unfortunately, though, looks like he is going to lose the rest of his Reapers now. But he sees the Twilight Council, and he's damaged the Stalker count significantly, which means that the defense is going to be a little bit easier. Uh-oh. Losing that 4th Reaper, though.
Yeah, he actually invested a lot of time and some money into these Reapers right now, and he's not going to have a lot of units right now to defend against this 3 Gateway and Blink Stalker timing coming out right now, and with a pylon down here, this is going to be really hard to hold off.
Mothership Core as well, possibly to have full energy by the time the attack hits. He didn't use any Time Warps earlier as far as I could tell. Yeah, he's almost at full energy, which even with the nerf to Time Warp is going to give him enough to do 2 Time Warps. 2 full Time Warps is what he's going to have here. Stalker's already blinking in the main base where Maru has a bunker ready. Not a whole lot of units inside, and what PartinG has to do right now is split his units up and just try to find any opening. I mean, Maru is low on economy. He spent so much on those Reapers, but he's still somehow able to afford 4 bunkers here, and that's going to be enough. PartinG is not really going to want to commit to this. Yeah, I don't feel.
Yep, starting 2 probes again right away, blinking those Stalkers out of the main, but it did seem like he blinked into the main right now, and he's doing a ton of damage. Time Warp goes down as well, focusing down in that bunker.
Yep, no SCVs really for the repair. Just a few, not enough. The Stalker's blinking back, but there's so many Marauders. He stays underneath, on the other hand, the Time Warp, which costs him so much movement speed. And now the Stalkers continue to blink back. He just needs a little bit more time. 2 Marauders at a time being produced, but he needs more time. SCV's fighting as well. There's some units in the bunker actually firing at those Stalkers. PartinG losing a lot here, but he's trying to make a lot work with a little. That's what Blink can give you.
This is what he loves to do. He loves to put on this micro right now, and now with the SCVs pulled off the line, the Marauder goes back to hide in his bunker, and with another blink forward, picking off a bunch of these more units that are coming out. A bunch more Stalkers going down, though, but so many of these SCVs as well.
Oh, man, this is looking really bad for Maru. PartinG just dominating force here. He's just laughing in the face of that nerf to the Time Warp, as Time Warp was on point. Looks like Stim will finish. That is really, really important. Doesn't have combat shields on the other hand, and he's going to need a really solid SCV pull here. With both Tech Labs gone, no more Marauder production, single Marine production now as well from that reactor barracks, and I think this is going to be lights out. Sorry, Terran fans, PartinG says no.
PartinG says no to Maru, the guy who's so much hype around. The SCVs are pulled, the units are out of the bunker, but with these Stalkers that continue to come out here, I don't know what Maru can do.
Well, it doesn't look like he can do a whole lot. All the money he spent on those bunkers, not helping him out anymore. And it looks like the last of his Marauders will fall here. He's down to 29 supply. 1 more Warp of Stalkers should do it. Great micro here by PartinG. It looks like Maru may push this first wave of Stalkers back. Not even quite. GG. PartinG with an all kill. Takes 4 wins in a row and will win it for SKT1.
Maru is the ace there for JINAIR. And PartinG says no to the ace of JINAIR. PartinG 4 in a row right now. A huge chant from the crowd. This guy just looks unstoppable right now. We've said it before, you give him the energy, he is going to roll with it. He just made Maru look silly right there with that Blink Stalker timing. And he just played it so well. The
Yeah.
way he played it was just so incredible.
That timing was not even a normal one because he lost so many stalkers. He lost mining at his natural, but he was always keeping his blink research going. Never canceled that. You know, I believe he still continued to mostly chrono boost it because he didn't need to use chrono boost really on anything else. He wasn't making a ton of probes. And Maru partially lost this game because his Reapers didn't keep